Welcome to The Polished Mind, where subtle behaviors reveal powerful truths. Let's dive in. Have you ever had a colleague who constantly makes snide comments? Or maybe a family member whose disrespectful attitude just leaves you feeling emotionally drained? Many people can relate, including a particular individual who found themselves facing both these situations time and again. The reality is that navigating difficult conversations can be incredibly challenging, especially when someone seems determined to sour the atmosphere for everyone around them. But over time, and with a strong background in psychology, this individual discovered something powerful. The way we speak during high-tension moments can either escalate a conflict or dissolve it before it gets out of hand. This video explores 7 phrases that seasoned, high-level communicators use to handle toxic, aggressive, or disrespectful people, with guidance drawn from psychology. So, let's dive in. Number 1, let's pause and take a moment to regroup. You know, when emotions run high, conversations can quickly derail. One individual recounted tense phone calls with an uncooperative client where it was clear that no meaningful progress could be made. The emotional weight of the discussion made clarity impossible. In such moments, a simple pause works wonders. Saying "let's pause and take a moment to regroup" signals a need to reset, not to avoid. Research shows that stress actually diminishes our ability to communicate effectively. Taking a break shows mutual respect and gives both parties a chance to cool down and come back to the discussion more rationally. Number 2, I need a moment to process what you said. Sometimes, honestly, the smartest move is to say nothing, at least not immediately. When someone makes a hurtful or aggressive comment, it's just so easy to react impulsively. One person, having learned this the hard way, began using the phrase, "I need a moment to process what you said." It allowed space to regain emotional balance and, avoid regrettable responses. It communicates 2 things: that the words spoken are being taken seriously, and that any response will be thoughtful, not reactive. This is emotional maturity in action. Number 3. I'm not comfortable with that tone. Let's keep this respectful. It really takes courage to set boundaries, especially in the face of someone's hostility. But verbal disrespect, if it goes unchallenged, well, it can easily become a pattern. By stating, "I'm not comfortable with that tone, let's keep this respectful," a line is drawn clearly and calmly. This boundary doesn't attack the person. Instead, it redirects the behavior. And when you follow up with consistent, polite firmness, it really reinforces the need for mutual respect. Psychological studies show that ongoing exposure to disrespectful communication erodes confidence and trust. So it's critical to protect your space with language that is clear and non-confrontational. Number 4, help me see where you're coming from so we can find common ground. This phrase is a bridge, a transition from confrontation to collaboration. It shifts the energy from defensiveness to teamwork. One communicator who used this regularly found that even the most antagonistic conversations could soften. Why? Because this phrase demonstrates a willingness to understand, even if emotions are flaring. Empathy, when paired with intentional language, transforms conflict into cooperation. It doesn't guarantee agreement, but it opens the door to one. Number 5, I hear you and I want to understand your perspective. Often, all someone wants is to be acknowledged. Not necessarily agreed with, just heard. The phrase "I hear you and I want to understand your perspective" de-escalates potential arguments by signaling respect. It creates a moment for connection rather than opposition. A former psychology student noticed that acknowledging someone's viewpoint, without judgment, often reduced their hostility. This phrase doesn't require agreement, it only asks for openness. And sometimes, that's enough to shift the tone entirely. Number 6, I respect your view, can you explain what you mean? Misunderstanding breeds conflict. When someone sounds rude, it's tempting to fire back. But high-level communicators take a different route. Asking, "I respect your view, can you explain what you mean?" does three things. It slows down the conversation, clarifies intent, and signals a desire to understand. The individual learns that reflective questions reveal underlying concerns, such as fear, stress, or a desire to be heard. Clarity replaces assumptions, and connection replaces conflict. Number 7. I'm confident we can work this out, but respect has to be part of the solution. At the heart of any resolution is mutual respect. No progress can be made without it. By saying, "I'm confident we can work this out, but respect has to be part of the solution," you're not just demanding respect, you're inviting it into the conversation as a shared value. This phrase reframes the issue as a mutual challenge, not a personal attack. It empowers both sides to work toward a constructive resolution. It also reflects self-worth, demonstrating that you're willing to collaborate, but not at the cost of being treated poorly. Final thoughts. There's no perfect script for dealing with rude or difficult people, especially when life is already demanding. But these 7 phrases offer powerful tools to maintain control and communicate with purpose. They establish boundaries, de-escalate tension, and help guide challenging conversations toward more respectful outcomes. High-level communicators don't aim to win arguments, they aim to preserve clarity, respect, and peace. So, the next time someone tries to rattle you, try one of these phrases. You just might shift the entire conversation and the relationship for the better. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to help others navigate tough conversations too.